Big moves, doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through, but don't break.
Parlay with us, back for another one, man. You got myself, Stony Crooks, Hustle Stacks, John Doe. We should be getting Mr. Beans at some point tonight. Man, the playoffs is set. NBA playoffs is set, man. We're gonna go over some matchups. We're gonna go over the playing game. There's matchups already set. We're gonna go over that. See if there's any possible upsets. See if there's any, you know, anything that could shake the playoff picture. We're gonna get into that, man. So, yo, what's going on, fellas? How you guys doing?
I'm living, man. How you?
Chilling, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys, that game right there, if the playoffs are like that, that Golden State Clippers game, we in for. That was a good game, fam.
Yeah,
that was a good game, fam.
Yes,
you
it
know
was.
that I wasn't really too fond of the playing not because I thought it was kind of gimmicky, but I like how even if it just gives you one game on the last day, man, it did its job, man. That game was dope, fam. Seriously,
it was good. It went into overtime, and yeah, man, because they was playing for something.
Making. Kawhi looks like Kawhi again. If Kawhi, I mean, I know we're gonna get to the matches, but I just had to say that, and I won a lot of money today, so I'm actually happy today, even though I'm tired.
Nice, man. It's always good when you can win some money.
Cha-ching.
Yes, man. Sports betting is tough. Vegas is tough, man. It is, man. It's tough to win that way.
I'll probably lose a lot of money tomorrow or next week, so it all evens out. It is what it is.
Oh, it's gonna be nice, man. It's gonna be nice. I'm already looking at some matchups, man. That might be a
so possible. Do you guys want to start in the West or East? How you want to do it?
Let's shake things up a little bit. Let's start in the West.
Okay,
let's start in the West, man. Let's start in the West. So the matchups we got set for. So I'm gonna read the matchups that are already set. Which is the Lakers hosting the Timberwolves, and we got the Nuggets hosting the Clippers, right? So we're gonna wait for the winners to play OKC, which is gonna be the Dallas Mavericks. I'm gonna just tell you the playing game. The Dallas Mavericks at Sacramento, and Memphis at Golden State. So there's gonna be some intriguing matchups, and that's gonna complete the playoff picture. You know, once we get all 8 teams. But I mean, we can start with the matchups already set. Let's start with the Lakers hosting Minnesota. What you guys think about that matchup?
You know, for me personally, I think Minnesota. I know the Lakers are playing how they're playing, man. But I'm looking at if Minnesota goes small, I think they have a better chance of winning than if they put Rudy out there. I don't know how you feel about that, Stash, because if you go with Nas Reed, obviously you're gonna play Rudy some. But I think you could run. I think you could run LA out the gym. You play Nas Reed, Conley, Edwards in the backcourt, McDaniel, and you could, if you want to go with Nickeil Walker, whatever his name. I know they're gonna start Gobert, obviously, but I think they should go small on them, and I think it will be a tough series for the Lakers if Minnesota goes small and runs them out the gym. And obviously, Ant got to show up, but I just don't think the Lakers could run with anybody like that, in my opinion.
You got something on that, Stacks?
Yeah, I think the Lakers want to run because they can't play D. so they want to get up and down. They don't want to get into a half-court game because they can't stop nobody. They're terrible at defense, and I just think I think Luka might be a little bit too much for Minnesota. I just think he might be a little bit too much. He kind of sunned them last year. You know what I'm saying? He did. He sunned them last year. Think he's gonna sun him again. I think he's on that trade kind of lit a little fire under Doncic. I mean, of course, I'll be rooting for the Timberwolves because I just can't stand the Lakers. But I think the Lakers could win that series if it's up and down. But if it get into a half court and they got to defend, the Timberwolves will beat them. they'll beat.
You don't think running Luka? I mean, you're right though. They don't play defense. I mean, I just think if they get in the run and gun, I've noticed the young teams they play, they don't play well against them. I mean, I know they ain't great on D either, so you got a point, but I mean, LeBron, shout out to him for being LeBron and keeping in shape and doing what he does. Luka, he's going to give you 35, 40, no matter how much he weighs if he plays defense. I just know when they're running up and down, like you're right, though, they can't play defense. To me, they ain't going to be able to play defense either way. I just don't think in my opinion, I just don't think they want to run up and down. Luka don't run up and down. He ain't going to run up and down anyway. And if you make him run up and down, and guard you, and who's he gonna guard? I don't know who he's gonna guard. He
ain't gonna guard nobody if it's a running.
Guard nobody, right?
Guard nobody regardless.
I like Minnesota in that series. I don't want to make it simple. The Lakers though, like Stack said, though, when it comes to that playoff, you can't count LBJ out. I'm not the biggest LBJ guy, but at the end of the day, I know who he is. I know he's one of the top players to ever play it, and he's still playing at a level. I don't know what's his injury guy. Any update on that? Did he get hurt?
No injuries. My thing is the playoff experience. Is Minnesota.
They gained it last year, though, Crook. Don't forget, they gained it. Sorry to cut you, Crook, but they gained Minnesota law. I get it, but it's not like they didn't play in high pressure games last. I mean, but then again, they use that against them. Is it going to be like a Celtics thing where it takes them 2 or 3 or 4, intense playoff runs to get over the hump? But they got like a little bit of they got some vets on that team too. But I don't think it's going to be too bright for them. I don't think it's going to be too bright for them just because the run they made last year.
But are they going to play smart though? That's the question.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Is Anthony Edwards is his head going to stay in the game? Is he going to check out at some point? Is he going to shoot too many threes, or is he going to understand they're going to need him more to facilitate plays and play smart basketball? That's what it's going to come down. That's what it's going to come down to. That's
a good point, Crook. I'm sorry again to cut you, but he's definitely going to have to do that this year that he didn't do last year. He's definitely going to have to be more of a playmaker because they're going to throw stuff at him, and they always do. But you know how it gets in the playoffs, the physicality of it. They ain't going to call all the, could he keep his head in it when he don't get called? So he going to have to, like you said, get that ball away, get away from that. But like I forgot they had Randall. Like I'm saying, if you put Randall in there, I know Randall is Randall. It is what it is. I'm not the biggest fan of him too, but if you put him, Edwards, Conley, McDaniels, and I forget the other, and DiVincenzo, is he back? I got to look at these injuries, man.
No, I mean the team is pretty healthy. They got their roster. They fully, they fully ready for the playoffs because they were sitting them out. They sat out some games just so they could be ready for the playoffs. But
they got plenty of playoff experience. But I just don't think even if they didn't, and Edwards is the type of player where he just don't give a fuck.
But are they going to play like it though? Yeah, they got. But are they going to play like?
He can go bucket for bucket with Luka though. He can when he's on. He might not be as consistent.
He can go bucket with anybody. When he plays.
I think the Lakers are going to come out of this series, man. Much as I
think the Lakers going to come out.
But they're going to come out of this series, man.
But I think Ant's up for the task, man. Ant wants another notch in his belt. He sent KD home last year, first round. Now, if he sent LBJ home this year, first round, he gonna have 2 notches in his belt, and I think he wants that.
And the NBA wants him to.
It's a very intriguing first round matchup, man. You best believe it. There's a bunch of them, but this one's very intriguing. When you got these teams and they contrast styles and how they play. The Lakers, are they gonna slow it down? I think they're gonna slow the game down. Like Stack said, they don't want to run. They can't run. They gotta keep those legs fresh.
Yeah, they don't want to run. They don't.
Luka, that's not his game, so they're gonna slow this game down. But is Minnesota gonna be smart enough to know that and say, you know what, let's push these guys? The jury's out on Luka. How's his conditioning? Let's push them and see how they respond to it. So yeah, it's gonna be very intriguing. But I think the Lakers win this series. I think it's gonna go it's gonna go 6, possibly 7. But I see the Lakers coming out of this matchup as a winner. So
it's definitely a pick-up for me, gambling wise. It's definitely I got to see all the odds and stuff. I don't know if you got them in front of you, but it's definitely if my gambling hat. If I had to say where it's gonna go, I'd say it would go 6 or 7. I bet basically even teams, if you think about it. Because a lot of those bottom teams in the West are even. The records show it. Clippers beat Golden State. Golden State went from being a 5th seed to a 7th, right?
right.
So it's those bottom teams. It's as tough as the West is. Those bottom teams are all 50-50, go either way. But in just my opinion, if they run them, they can run them out that gym. Just in my opinion.
So today we're gonna go up we're gonna go through these matchups, but once the matchups are set, by Thursday, hopefully we all come on Thursday. By Thursday, when all the matchups are set, then we could definitely, dive into
the last day,
sports betting.
I think Thursday is the last day though, Stoney.
No, they playing Tuesday and Wednesday. Oh no, you're right. Because of the loser. You're right. Because the loser might have to play.
Right.
You're right. So we'll see. We'll play by ear. It's in terms of but Thursday we could put some wagers in on Thursday. We'll have like a clearer picture. But as far as it being completed, I think we'll have something on Sunday. As far as the matches, maybe the first playoff game officially is going to be because they don't have the playoff schedule yet.
They don't. Okay.
But more than likely, it's going to start Saturday. But we could dive into some wagers.
Yeah, we're going to get into the wild guess at that.
We could dive a little bit today.
Sacramento going to get that AC, and I think Golden State. I think Golden State going to play Houston. That's a great matchup, by the way.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah,
they're not going to lose at home.
I agree.
Lose at home. So let's go to the next matchup that's set. We're gonna get to those playing games. We hitting the set matchups real quick. So we got Denver hosting the Clippers. Another intriguing first round matchup. You have a former champion in Denver. You got a Clippers team that's been playing some hot basketball as of late. They've been on fire. Kawhi's back to his old self. Everybody's holding their breath at the same time.
Kawhi looks amazing, man. No diss.
We're playing some good basketball, man. So what do y'all think about this match? Denver and the Clippers.
No nose hair trimmer, ear trimmer, shape up trimmers. Clippers in 5. Clippers in 5.
I like the Clippers.
I'll be surprised if Denver's gonna get a game because they got who they got. They got that guy.
He's so good.
The question is, how they gonna respond after their coach got fired? Though that's another thing.
That shit is a debacle over there. They want to break. That shit. They want to break that team up so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole team is only player that's guaranteed to come back next year. Matter of fact, 2. It's Brian Braun and Jokic. Them 2 guys are gonna come back next year. That's gonna be a whole new lookout next year. I'm
thinking about. I don't know how Jokic, how his psyche is gonna be because he was close to that coach. Him and Malone, they had a great relationship. So
it wasn't that close. He ain't keep him.
He ain't keep him, man. But I think it was deeper than him. I think it was deeper than
Jokic.
Yeah, but it was much deeper than that. And Jokic is not. He's not a vocal type. He's not the type that's going to defend.
Jokic would have stayed. Listen, Jokic said he wants to stay. He would have stayed.
Yeah.
Trust me, period. Point blank. If Jokic said I want him to be my coach, he'd still be there. No doubt. In my mind, that's how much he needs.
What up?
The franchise.
What's going on, Beans? I see.
What up,
Mr.
fellas? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Trying to come in. Your pitch is not in, but you can hear you.
Nah, I don't need no pitch. Y'all don't need to see me right now. So I'm driving in the darkness.
Just wanted to make sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm coming back from New York, man. I'm coming back from the city right now. It's Mr. Beans. I'm just chiming in, man. I was watching you guys. I put some stuff in the comments. Stoney, you got to keep an eye on them comments, bro. But I put some stuff in the comments. Keep that eye.
You're absolutely
Keep
right.
that eye on the comments. That you're leading the show, so you got to keep them eye on the comments. I'll tell you that. But I'm gonna let you know.
You're right. But you know, it was a
The
little
Lakers,
too early,
I
man.
don't know what Doe's talking about. The Lakers is gonna wipe their ass, bro, with that team. Trust me. Don't know what you're talking about, Doe.
Yeah. You got like you got two other people here agree with you. You know, we think the Lakers are gonna come out of the series, not necessarily wipe their ass with them, but I think it's gonna be a tough series.
You know LeBron's gonna put it this way. Y'all know LeBron's coming to play, dog. Like this is his end. This is the end. He's not coming to lay down and be like, all right, I let the young buck beat me.
Okay, so if he wins that first round, he'll be gone sooner or later, so it doesn't matter.
No, I just said first round. I just said Minnesota.
If it's in vain, he should be winning it, right?
If LBJ was smart.
Nah, you're going too far, though. You're going too far.
No, you're saying this is his end like he's going out with some type of bang.
But I'm just saying Minnesota, like But what kind of really, come on, Minnesota, like, y'all really think this kid is mature enough to really get past LeBron? That's my question.
I mean, but they have.
I'm kind of trolling you. I'm trolling you, though. But really, though, like,
I think listen, after he did that shit at Denver last year, yeah, I think he's mature enough to if he wins that series.
I agree. I don't think.
If LBJ is
I'm not saying that though, but he got Luka with him though. He got Luka. Like, what you think? Luka ain't gonna put up buckets?
There you go. There it is. If LBJ was smart, Stoney, though, he would take a back seat and let Luka do his thing.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That dude's who's gonna stop Luka? Really?
Ain't nobody gonna stop.
I mean, nobody could stop Luka. They could hope to contain him.
The refs can,
which
they don't call the do fouls on him. He might.
But Minnesota's gonna see what the other Lakers players do. They're gonna have the other. They're gonna force the other Lakers players to show up.
And that's where GM LeBron. That's where GM LeBron comes in. That's where GM LeBron comes in. He's gonna have to give a very good pep talk to the team, to his young squad. That's, you know what I mean? And his coach that he handpicked. You see what I'm saying? So I just think LeBron could get past Minnesota. Anything else you guys might be right about.
I think he can. Don't
get me wrong. I might have been over exaggerating about why they asked with Minnesota, but I know LeBron's gonna come out to play. He's gonna come out to play.
It's gonna be a long series. I feel like it's gonna go 6 or 7 games, definitely.
Second of all, if LeBron's going out with a bang, where's he going? Which bang he gonna go out with? Where they going? Where's he gonna do?
Well, he got. I know what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. I know what you're trying to say.
I'm trying to say.
Minnesota could do what Dallas did last year. I mean, the Lakers could do what Dallas did last year. They could do the same thing Dallas did last year.
He'll come on the layup line with no shirt on and start shooting jumpers with a do-rag. The fucking. But
I think it's gonna be a good series, and I hate to jump in. I know you guys was on y'all conversation, but I think it's gonna be a good series. I think LA will pull it out because they got 2 superstars. They got 2. Even though LeBron's on the outs, we know that he's still gonna give you. Stacks. You think LeBron can still give you 30? Can he give you 30 in the playoffs?
No, of course.
Not a game, but he can give you
not 30. A game.
Not a game.
No, not a game, not 30 games. I don't
not
think
okay.
But we just missing the key in this series is Luka, but it's AR-15. It's AR-15. It's Austin Reeves.
And Austin Reeves.
It is. Austin Reeves. If Austin Reeves don't play well, it's going 7. I'm telling you that right now. If Austin Reeves do not play well, it's gonna go 7. I'm just telling you that right now. And then it becomes a pick'em because Ant Edwards is dangerous in the game 7. I don't want to fuck with Ant-Man in the game 7 because he don't give a fuck. He might just start taking it. What he did to Denver, I have respect for that kid, man.
But then okay, all right. So what he did to Denver, didn't he come down to earth last year?
His point per game average is still up there. He just shooting way more threes. That's all. That's the only thing is game.
He's shooting, yeah, exactly. He's shooting too
way
many
more.
threes.
He's shooting way more
And he's gonna have to play smart. He's not.
Is his percentages good at 3 for him to be taking so many shots?
No, it's not. I don't think so. No, it's not. It's not that good. He's not. That's not what he's supposed to do. He's not supposed to shoot up all those threes. He's the general on that court. So this is playoff basketball. We're not heaving them threes. We're gonna play smart. Every possession
hey fellas,
is huge.
We sound like fucking ESPN. Can we move on from the Lakers? This shit got my skin crawling right here.
So everybody, we could go on to the playing games. Like we could go on to the playing games. I mean, everybody.
Y'all get it started. Y'all get it started.
So some of us got the Lakers. Some of us got Minnesota. All right, let's go. Let's talk the Dallas at Sacramento.
Sacramento, man. Sacramento got to win that game. They should win that game.
And yep. So they're gonna be at Sacramento.
Give me a second. I'll be back, guys. Give me a second.
So who you? I gotta take Sacramento. They're the healthier team. They're the healthier team. They're at home. Yeah. Dallas is missing everybody, and I don't know how they could win this game. So this is the number 10, number 9 matchup. So the loser of this game, they gone. They done with it.
Oh yeah.
So we agree Dallas is gonna be gone after this series.
Yeah, I think Dallas. Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one. Memphis at Golden State.
That's a tough one.
How's Jimmy's health? How's Jimmy's health? He got hurt at the end. We gotta look at that too.
So in this game, so you guys are basically saying Memphis is gonna play Sacramento because we all like Golden State.
I didn't say that shit. I didn't say that.
No, but
I never said that.
Hold up. So you like Memphis to beat Golden State?
No, I'm just saying. You say we all picked Memphis to move forward. I never said Memphis was
going
because I'm not betting against Steph Curry in a 1-game series.
No, but you're not letting.
No, he's saying if they lose those stacks, they play.
The loser of that game is going to play the winner of the Dallas Sacramento game. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So if Sacramento wins, Memphis lose, they got to play Sacramento.
If Jimmy's not playing, I like Memphis in that game.
Well, we all like Golden State. Definitely.
Yeah, I like Golden State.
All right. So now
if Jimmy doesn't play, I don't like Golden State because he got hurt. He got hurt today.
Oh, he got hurt today?
He got hurt at the end of the game. He couldn't even walk. So
I didn't get that
update. The last 20 seconds of that game, the last 30 seconds of the game, Kawhi went to the hole and it was knee on knee, but it was strong. It was strong, and I know that he could.
I think
like I said
that knee on knee shit. It hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah, so that's what I mean, Stacks. I don't know. I don't think it can keep him out.
All right, yeah, they'll fix him up.
But if he's playing, I do like Golden State in that. I gotta agree with y'all with that.
I like Golden State too. So that means
Memphis could beat Sacramento and get the 8.
That you're right. That means that Memphis will be at Sacramento. You guys, what y'all think about Memphis at Sacramento for the number 8 spot?
I like Memphis.
I like Memphis. Memphis should be able to beat Sacramento. I mean, I would take Memphis in that matchup.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sacramento beat them, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, once you get down low,
I'm gonna go with Sacramento. Y'all I ain't fucking with him right now. I'm just telling y'all can pick them all you want.
Why Sacramento traded Fox?
He didn't want to be there.
Damn, man, I feel like they was building something over there, man. Especially a couple of years ago when they was really making some noise with.
They kept promising
bum ass Mike Brown.
Kept promising to build something, and then they wasn't putting no pieces there. So he asked for some pieces, and you go get DeMar DeRozan. Fuck out of here. Not fucking staying ready for that. You go get this old man. Fuck out of here.
I like DeMar DeRozan, man. He's
straight, man. I'm trying to go to the chip, DeRozan DeRozan ain't gonna put you over the fucking hump. I know that.
Nah,
As
I mean, but
your second or third option, he should be like a fourth option on any team right at this point in his career. Like, come on, man. I mean, give me a break. You ask for help, and that's what you go give me. Like, Sabonis is liable to disappear in the playoffs. I mean, he can't play against Draymond Green.
That's a bigger point.
If Sacramento, if let's just say for sake, Golden State has to go play Sacramento, if Golden State's gonna beat them, they're gonna beat them because Draymond bitches Sabonis up every time.
Yeah.
Every single time he does. So, and then Curry just has career games against them. So, I just think that Sacramento's hoping that they don't got to play fucking Golden State. I know they are. Like, fuck, I don't want to fuck with these dudes.
I'd rather play Golden State than they.
Yeah, I mean, if Golden State wins, they playing the Rockets. You know, if Golden State wins, I'm expecting Golden State to win, even if Butler got hurt. There's no way Golden State is gonna lose at home against Memphis. I don't think so. Curry's not gonna let that happen.
I'm not betting against Steph in a 1-game series.
Hell to the no. Not that they would be eliminated. They won't be eliminated, but they're not trying to like go play another 1 game, you know, playoff game. They trying to win and know who they're gonna play. The Rockets. I like Golden State. I like Golden State. I'm pretty much convinced Golden State's going. They're not gonna lose at home. So they gonna play the Rockets. I'm already putting them in there, and it's gonna be Memphis, Sacramento, and I think Memphis can beat Sacramento, meaning Memphis will play OKC, in that series. So, we about to shift to the East. You guys got anything else on the West? Any of these matches?
Did you do the 4-5?
Nah, you didn't do the 4-5.
Yeah, we did. The Nuggets Clippers. We talked about
that's right. That's right. Yeah, you're right.
We talked about the Nuggets Clippers. We talked about the Lakers Minnesota. We talked about the playing games. You know, we all like Golden State. They're gonna play the Rockets, and it'll be Memphis, Sacramento. The winner of that is gonna play OKC. So, I mean, if you guys got any more on that,
so real quick, I want to ask y'all a question. Yo, Stacks, I heard you say, what about the Clippers? I heard you saying something about the Clippers earlier.
Yeah, I think the Clippers gonna get them a 5. I think 5 games.
They're gonna get who? You said Denver? You said Denver?
Yeah,
Denver. Yeah, it's a wrap for Denver.
Yeah, what's going on with it? What is it? Is it the guard play? What's his name? What's the guy's name there?
They don't have no goddamn guard play. They don't have no guard play. Jamal Murray.
So what's going on with Murray? That's his name, Murray. What's going on with him?
A fucking bag of Frito-Lay. He's fucking terrible. He ain't Jamal Murray no more. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he just.
But damn, he had a good comeback. He had a good comeback year in that series where they won that championship. But then after that, and then he was coming back off of an injury too, right? So maybe the injury really took toll. You think the injury really bit him in the ass in the long run?
Could have. Then he went to the Olympics. Got benched over there. So it's like I don't know what's up with that dude. It's time to retool that team, man. They had a hell of a run. They had a hell of a run with that team. Trying to retool.
But what's his? Is he playoff ready or is he injured? Still on the injured?
He's been playing.
Jamal Murray.
He's been playing. He just ain't the same.
He ain't the same, right? I okay.
So what kind of numbers is he putting up? I hate to ask all these questions, but like, is he putting up double digits or he's like, what's up with, like you saying, if he ain't playing like himself, like what is he not doing?
No, he's putting up double digits.
Is it you know?
No, he just ain't nobody. He just ain't that Jokic Murray pick and roll ain't there no more.
He's not that guy no more. He's averaging 21 points.
That's what brought him to the championship with that Jokic Murray pick and roll. So now
that's true.
It's not working like it used to. So that's what it is.
And they don't have and they bench the bench got depleted. Is it not the same? It's not the same team. I know that.
The bench. I mean,
they're in turmoil right now. I mean, look, whenever I don't care what team you're on.
The coach's situation. Right. Yes, I hate to bring y'all back. I know y'all talked about this already, but I didn't get into it.
It was so bad that they couldn't. because I would have said keep the coach at least to the end of the season, but it was that bad. It was that volatile in that locker room. The coach and the GM. It was that bad that coach had to go in the regular season. Had they kept him throughout the playoffs, then I would have liked the Nuggets. But for them to get rid of the coach during the season, you're talking about a team that's in playoff contention, a team that they playing good basketball. It's not like they was in the bottom of the barrel. I mean, the Nuggets are what? They're the number 4 seed. You know what I'm saying? So it just goes to show you how bad that relationship got between the coach, the GM, the players. It just got that bad. So now you get rid of the coach. It's tough on a team, man, to go into the playoffs with that uncertainty. Whoever the
right, and they got an interim coach, right? It's an interim coach, right?
Yeah, so it's tough. It's tough, man. You can't rely on your skills and your know-how. You need that coach. You need the you just need that leadership. So
now, with that being said, how did the Clippers change? Because I don't know what the Clippers got going on. Like, is it Kawhi playing again? What is it?
It's Kawhi playing again. It's Kawhi playing again.
Kawhi playing again, man. That's exactly what it is.
He's putting them numbers. He's passing. He's passing the ball. He's making plays. He's scoring when they need him to score. Most importantly, he's on the court. When you
is he gonna last through this playoffs? Like, is he gonna make some kind of noise with this? Like, because this is an ongoing thing with Kawhi and the Clippers. It's like,
man, we don't know, man. Game 1, he might be out in game 1 on some knees. Like, we don't know. He done that shit before. I've seen him do that before. He went off in the regular season, and then he's DMP the first 2 games of the playoffs, and nobody knows why.
This is the best I've seen him look health-wise though in like 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, if he stays healthy, I agree. If there's an if, big I, big F.
He's the only guy that gets injured.
He
you don't see the injury.
Yeah, dangerous. Yeah, dangerous, man. And shout out to Harden too. I know he's sloppy and all that weirdo shit, but yo, when he plays though.
He's balling.
He's still balling. So you say Harden is still balling?
He's filling in that void. He's feeling.
I wouldn't want to play them.
Memory.
I wouldn't want to play them.
So getting rid of my homeboy and sending him packing was the best thing they did then.
Who?
Paul George.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's podcasting and all that bullshit. He's.
Wasn't the best thing they did, but could he have helped him if he was healthy? Yeah, but
yeah, hell yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, did they make a decision to move on from him because of their health?
No, it was the best thing because it opened it up for Powell. Even though they played different positions, he was blocking Powell from playing. You know what I mean? So I'm glad he's. I mean, I don't care either way. I'm not a Clippers fan, but I think that
right.
Him and Kawhi are redundant too. He basically play the same position, and he wants to be. Paul George is one of those guys, like, he's what people think Tatum is. People overrate Paul George and underrate Tatum in his career. If you look over the years, they looked at Paul George as, and he was that guy for a little bit.
He was supposed to be that guy.
But he hasn't been that guy in so long, and
it was the injury. The injury changed it.
Even before the injury, man, he never showed up. He never showed up when he had to.
Yeah, he was.
Damian sent his ass home. Damian sent his ass home.
I'm going front. He was cold. He was cold in Indiana, though.
He was cold in Indiana.
No, 100%. I will not deny that.
Indiana,
After that,
yeah, he got it.
But he had a bad injury, man. That ankle injury.
That injury probably changed.
His fucking bone was hanging out his leg.
That was bone. That was shin. That was his shin. Yo, listen. That changed. I think that changed his whole thing, man. Seriously. You're not gonna be the same after that.
Well, he's up out of there.
Stacks, you know you ain't going regardless he's out. No, but
Either way,
Stacks,
he's
you
up
know,
out of there.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm just saying, like he didn't pan out to be who he was supposed to
Nah,
be.
like
Yeah.
shout out to him though. Made some money, did his thing, but he's up out of there. I like the Clippers the way they playing. They playing. Their defense is crazy. Like I said, defense is crazy. Shout out to Powell for having a great year. Another great year. Chris Dunn's having a good year. That was a good trade. Chris Dunn for Russell Westbrook. Chris Dunn.
That's right. Dunn was a top pick.
Yeah, and he never panned out like he should have. But I just
Exactly.
Right. He fits how the way they're playing. He fits in Zubac, man. Listen. I wouldn't want to play the Clippers. That's all I gotta say. That's all I got.
Okay. I know y'all moving on to the East, but move up. Yeah, I know y'all moving on to the East, but I was just in NYC, so you know what was going. You know what was going on between me and my family. So Celtics got to do their thing, man, because they talking major shit in New York. They saying if Boston.
See, that's how
hold on.
But that's how they are.
Hold on, man. We getting too ahead of ourselves, man. We gotta talk about these matchups. We can't get into all that right now. It's too early.
No. That's what I said. I don't want to. No, reason why I'm gonna leave it alone because it was an emotional. It was an emotional thing. I had to let them know they daydreaming. I had to let the New York Knickerbocker fans know that they just daydreaming right now. So
but look,
they think they're licking their chops at Boston, but I don't. I'm just telling y'all. I'm just telling you. I'm leaving.
Beans, you're acting like you ain't wearing the belt right now. You can't be going back and forth. Like, yo, like you got to ask them one question: Who's the champion right now? That's it. You can't be talking too much, man. You can't be back and forth with it. Let them talk. Yo,
I got the belt right now. Be careful with Detroit. You better be worried about Detroit. For real.
Yo,
that's what I was saying to my cousin. But I ain't gonna go into that. Y'all can go ahead and start on y'all East. But it was a little vibe over the weekend with the potential New York and Boston meeting up in the playoffs at some point.
New York ain't gonna beat Detroit, but we're not getting into that right now. We're not seeing New York. We're not going to see New York.
I hope we do. We're
not gonna see him like the way.
Yo, my cousin today. I went by his crib. He was like, "Yo, come here real quick. I'm like, whatever. So I come in the house. I go in the room. He's in the living room by his ball. He got his ball. His liquor. He got look up there, right there. What's that right there? This nigga had a Brunson bobblehead and some other bobbleheads. I said, man, get out of here. You better put a Tatum in front of them dudes right there. What are you talking about?
Man, you know what I mean? Yo, you made a mistake. First of all, you should have went there with your Celtics champions t-shirt, dog.
I should have.
I don't know how you go out there without that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go there with the apparel, son. You don't gotta say shit. That's what I do. I go with the apparel and I don't gotta say nothing. Like, you see what's on my shirt? He would have pointed to that. We were look at my shirt.
And he was talking. He was like, y'all Boston. He was like, yo, if JB ain't playing, that's it. Y'all done. I'm telling you right now. If JB ain't playing, y'all done. And Porzingis is glass. I was like, yo, that's why we got rid of his ass. I was like, yo, y'all going. That's why Porzingis splashed y'all the other night. What are you talking about, cuz? But, like I said, it was an on and on conversation. You know what I mean?
Like, that's why y'all haven't won since '73.
I let him know.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Man, let me tell you, man.
I said, y'all had Allen Houston and all these dudes on one squad, and y'all still couldn't do it.
Nah, man, I think they would have kicked me out the house, man, because I would have came in there, man,
they
like
might have fucked out the house, Tony. They might have ran me clear out the city. I would
have been. I
ran out the fucking city.
They might have had all kinds of championship shit on. But
when you see statues on site, to shoot at will. Like, I'd have been talking shit. I can't stand New York team.
Them New York boys, them New York boys. And you know what I blasted them. I gave it to them guys. Y'all know, don't trip. What up, Brent? I know you probably watching, Brent. You know what it is. But listen, this. You know what he gonna bring up? What are you gonna bring up? Think about it. After all that talk, they talking. I let them know, we've been running shit. We done watched y'all in basketball. Blah, blah. What do you think he brought up to try to come back?
Oh, the
But the
Giants.
Yankees?
That's all they can bring up.
The Giants. That's
The
all he could
Giants?
bring up.
Oh,
The
come on.
Giants.
That's
That's what.
history.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He had to bring up the Giants,
No,
and then
all I
they
would
the
have said,
Giants
all I would have said
over it.
was,
He was like, yeah. He was like, yo, but y'all still can't see us Giants, though. I was like, yo, man, get out.
oh man,
Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, get out of here. We went like how many? 3 after that. Like
You know, honestly, all jokes aside, man, the Knicks made a big mistake by not keeping DiVincenzo and Hartenstein, whatever his name is, Einstein.
nah, they couldn't keep Hartenstein. They couldn't
Yeah,
pay.
you
Him.
could have. You could have. You
Nah,
just don't sign Towns.
They
You don't
couldn't,
sign
man.
Towns.
Did you
I'm
see
keeping
the
that
players?
team together.
No, did you
It's
see
a
the
team.
players they brought in? They brought in
I
dudes
know.
from
That's what I'm trying to
Brooklyn,
tell you though. They should have just kept
and
the
they
same
brought in Carl
team.
Anthony Towns. They were
Yeah, I know, and that was a
time.
mistake. That was a mistake. They
Nah,
were a
man,
better team last year than this year. Better team
You
last
think
year.
so? You think
Yeah,
so?
they can't win, dog. It don't even
Yeah,
matter.
I follow the Knicks. They're a better team last year. Better team last year
than this year.
Better team last year. They made that mistake getting Towns, who had a good offensive year, but what does he do on deep? Listen, they didn't beat not one team in the top 3 in each side. They didn't beat Cleveland. They didn't beat Oklahoma City. They didn't beat the Celtics. Their record against the top 3 seeds or 2 seeds is like 0-10 or something. Come on, man.
So since we talking about the Knicks, let's start with that matchup. The Knicks at Detroit. Who you guys like?
Okay.
I mean,
Detroit.
I would.
At the Knicks.
What you say? I would say
Detroit
the Knicks.
at the Knicks.
Detroit can beat the Knicks, man.
I think they could beat them, but I
They
do
can beat
think
the
I
Knicks.
do think they're gonna. I do think that I do believe, even though Detroit got a little bit of a good mix of vets and young guys, I think the Knicks will get them.
I think so too.
I think they'll get them, but it won't be. But it's gonna be a bloodbath because Detroit's not going. Detroit is.
So y'all
be
saying Detroit?
cool.
Y'all saying no? Can I ask you guys? I don't want to jump in on your. So, but, though, you know how I like to. So you're trying to say Detroit really, like, leapfrog from where they were a year or 2 ago?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
look
They got
good.
eight,
To
they got
really,
eight
to really
players.
contend against the Knicks, who's been trying to put this together for the past 2-3
And they can
years.
contend against the
course.
Knicks. Listen,
Of course.
anybody could compete against the fucking Knicks. They ain't nowhere. Fuck out of
Right,
here.
right.
Who the fuck is the
They-
Knicks?
yo,
Yo, but
got-
I know,
they got-
no, Stacks, I know what you're saying, but Stacks, they've been putting together a product for the past 3 years.
And it's sour fucking
No,
milk.
but see,
It's sour milk.
see,
That's exactly what it is.
No,
It's
but this is what see, you're basically proving my point. They put together a product, built something, in my opinion, that was good as someone that actually watches the Knicks, and then you listen to Leon Rose or Brunson's father, or whatever, and you trade DiVincenzo, and then you get rid of, you don't sign Einstein, you bring in, you trade 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and then you get Towns there, and their toughness that I'm telling you guys, I watched the Knicks. Stacks will tell you, I watched the Knicks. Other than the Celtics,
I know you do. That's why I'm asking that question. That's why I'm
that
asking.
team was so tough to play last year. They would not give up. They were on the ground, scrapping on the ground. That was a hard-nosed team. You bring Towns in your building, and no one's questioning Towns' talent, bro. Like, he is a talented cat, no pun intended. But you bring him in your team, and then you have all this other stuff going on with Mikal Bridges coming and going. I don't think he's comfortable there. Josh Hart is basically the heart and soul of that team, right? You would agree?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I would agree.
And with him, is he a 3?
No.
He's not a 3. He's not a 3. So you once you made those decisions you made, in my opinion, you softened your team up. In my opinion, I'm not saying Hart soft. I'm not even saying Mikal Bridges is soft. He's just not a consistent player. He went from Phoenix to Brooklyn. He just got worse in New York, and no one can say he hasn't. He's not even a defender. He was. In Anobi, is he gonna play? You guys talk about Kawhi. I'm not putting him in the same category, but Zanonobi gonna play a full series? Is he gonna be healthy?
Well, the Knicks got more firepower than I feel than they had last year. They should have more.
Well, they
firepower.
definitely got firepower. I'm
you
not
got two prolific scorers that I felt like they
who that the Knicks, right? That's the Knicks, right?
Yeah, the Knicks. Yeah, man.
With Cat and Brunson.
No,
but
with Cat and Bridges.
Listen,
I'm talking about the additions. They got.
Listen to this.
Oh, okay.
Last year,
they got more prolific scorers.
Last year they were better. They were better against five. Last year they were better against good teams than they are this year. So what did that firepower do you? And don't get me wrong, it's a whole new season. This is just me going by what I've seen over 82
they got
games.
smoked in Game 7 at home.
Well, Brunson got hurt, so you can't.
Yeah, but Brunson
got hurt, but he got hurt late in the game, man. Indiana was giving it to them early, man. He got hurt, but it was late in the game, and then it really got out of hand. They was missing that scoring last year. They had the toughness, man, but they ran into a team where they needed to score. Fuck all that toughness. They had to score that basket, and as you can see, that game was back and forth.
But you don't have to trade. I'm sorry. For me as a coach, I'm not trading Bridges for DiVincenzo. I'm keeping DiVincenzo over Bridges. For the makeup of that team, DiVincenzo's a way better fit than Bridges. I'm sorry.
I agree. He's a playoff player.
Role. You could have went out and Brunson took a pay cut to go get another guy. All right, he did. He took a pay cut to go get another guy. They could have went and got another guy. For that, if you're going to package up, you could have packaged up Randall, Hartenstein, sign and trade. You could have went and got fucking KD if you wanted another guy. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix would have been happy to get off KD for them two guys in the draft pick. The Knicks fucked up. That team is not built to beat anybody in the playoffs. And I pick them to pick Detroit. But if Detroit beat them, wouldn't be shocked. That's what I'm saying.
Detroit got 8 players averaging double digits.
Detroit's good, man.
So they long.
Detroit's well coached too.
They have a nice balanced team.
Tom Thibodeau's gonna play everybody 50 minutes a night, even though it's only 48 minutes in the game. He's gonna have them playing in the timeout. He runs those guys into the ground, and that's another thing. How did he keep his job?
Why not? Why not? Where they gonna go from him? I mean, all he's been doing is winning. I mean, yeah, he's been.
He ain't win anything. He ain't win nothing. What has he won? He hasn't won. He hasn't won anything.
Yeah, he hasn't won a championship, but he has a great record. He has a great
Brendan Malone won a championship and got fired. Homeboy.
Well, that was personal. That was personal. That had nothing to do with basketball.
Mike Budenholzer got fired. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Those things were personal. Because where do the Knicks go from there, though? It's like it's easy to find
a philosophy. Different philosophy.
I can tell you where they can go. They can go Sam Cassell. They can go back there. They can go. They could buy out. They can buy out my man. Look at what the Lakers did. The Lakers wasn't scared to gamble. They got JJ.
Well, they might explore that in the offseason, depending on what they do.
They're going to explore that.
If they lose to Detroit, then yeah, I think he's out of there.
Listen, not even that. If they lose to Detroit, that team made those moves to get. If they don't make it to the Eastern Conference Final, Thibodeau's gone. I'm telling you right now, that move wasn't made to get to the second round. It wasn't made. You make those moves to go to the finals, the Eastern Conference Finals, or the championship. Anything else is a bust. You make that trade. Anything else is a bust. Period. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go into the next matchup. Let's go Pacers at Milwaukee.
Is Dame coming back?
Is who coming back?
Dame.
No, they still don't know.
Dame got it. He got a serious situation.
I like the Pacers then in 6.
I think the Milwaukee's out of here.
Yeah,
I got the Pacers. This is the beginning of the.
What do you got? 6. We got 6.
I'll say 6, maybe 5. I think the Pacers they're gonna go to work on these guys.
What do you got? 6.
I'm going with Giannis, man. I'm sorry.
You taking Milwaukee?
I'm going with Giannis, dog. Yeah, Giannis ain't been healthy last 2 playoffs, so that's the only reason they beat the Pacers. Pacers beat them last year because Giannis was hurt. Giannis and Dame was flip flopping. Hurt. One was hurt. One was the other.
But without Dame, though,
dog.
Without that second score,
dog. You
don't got Giannis back either, right?
You talk about Giannis, bro. He's one of my favorite players, bro.
Yeah, I think he might be the reason why they go 6, you know. But I think the Pacers. I like the Pacers in this series. I think they're gonna wipe the floor with Milwaukee. Milwaukee's been horrible. Then you got Doc Rivers.
Not wipe the floor.
Add insult to injury. You got Doc Rivers, one of the worst playoff coaches in the history. I mean, thank God that he was able to win in a way. But man, he is horrible.
Man. They ain't gonna wipe the floor with him, bro.
I might be going a little too far with that statement, but yeah, I like the Pacers in this game without a doubt. There's no the Pacers are going. This is Doc Rivers' last playoff series. He'll be out of here as well.
Who's the Pacers? Who's they guy though? Who's they guy?
Halliburton.
He ain't they fuck out of here.
I think so.
First of all, his numbers are down. First of all, his numbers are down. He ain't the guy on that. You might.
They got a couple of guys though.
Every team in the playoffs got a guy. Yeah, I just don't know what Indiana got that guy. That's just me. I ain't sold on the Pacers, man. I'm just not, man.
You got Milwaukee.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Milwaukee. I'm gonna go. Giannis got to be healthy though.
Yeah, I don't think Giannis is gonna have enough to carry that team. They need Dame, man. If they had Dame, then I would say maybe 7 games. But without Dame, I don't know how.
Is Dame out? Dame's out for the season. Is he out for the playoffs?
Yeah, he might be out for like the whole shit. He has some type of concussion type. He has some head injury type of situation going on.
Nah, he had blood clots. He ain't had nothing with his head.
It was blood clots?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's even worse.
That's even worse.
Yeah, so he
What's up with these athletes? All these athletes getting blood clots. That's another thing. That shit's crazy.
Well,
it's the medicine.
Yeah, what did you just say?
The medicine they take.
Exactly. The shit that they taking. They taking a lot of shit that are like that's just bad for that blood flow, you know, and
yeah,
that's the problem, man. You know, they got to be careful with what they taking. Let's go into one of the playoff playing games, man. We got Atlanta at Orlando, the number 8 seed at the number 7 seed. So the winner of this game is going to play the Celtics. Atlanta at Orlando. I like Atlanta. I like Atlanta in this matchup.
I would say I like Atlanta because I'd rather us play Atlanta.
I agree with Beans. I agree with Beans. Though, is everybody healthy for Orlando?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't want Suggs, but everybody else is healthy.
Yeah, I'd rather play
Atlanta. I don't want them young boys coming up. I don't want them young boys coming up here with a little bit of a limping Celtics and take advantage of it.
No, I don't worry about it. I don't worry about that too much.
If you lose one of them teams,
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, though. But I'm saying
I don't care who wins out of that. They can beat any of them.
I just we look. I'm not gonna go into us right now. All I'm gonna say is that we're defending champs, and with a lot of and I'm gonna speak for all defending championship teams. They have that experience. They know what it takes to win. There's no more like, okay, you know, we could get upset here. We could get upset here. That's just not even a thought. You know, they laser focus, and they got a team. They got a coach. Never mind a team. They got a coach that won't let that happen. And when you got a leader like Mazzulla, I don't care who we playing in that first round. It's a matter of how many games we're gonna beat them in. Are we gonna sweep them, or are we gonna beat them in 5? And that's just the bottom line. But I understand everybody's concerns if it was Orlando, but I don't think it matters who it is.
No, I'm not concerned. The question was, who would you rather play? I said I would rather play Atlanta. Now I ain't saying Orlando gonna beat us, but if I had a choice to pick out of them two, it would be Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I get it because Orlando's they wing wings could pose problems to us, right? They're like they lengthy. They got length over there in Orlando. Yeah, I get all that, man, but I get it. Yeah, you're right. I would agree with you guys. I would rather, take Atlanta. Atlanta, they lost some key players as well too. They lost a couple of good players on that team, and there's 2 players they lost. I don't know their names. Like one of them went to.
I know Jalen Johnson gone.
Jalen Johnson. Who's that other guy that was a good scorer? That wing guy. He was pretty good. Not Hunter. Hunter's one of them. The other one I think he went to the Spurs.
No, he went to the Clippers. You talk about the Bogdanovich.
Not Bogdanovich. The other Chris Brown looking motherfucker.
Dyson Daniels, you got me confused my damn self.
He played for Atlanta, man. He was their scorer. He was their guy, and they traded him, and he got hurt. He tore his ACL.
Oh, you talking about my man? Yeah. I know you talking about. Went to New Orleans. Yep.
Went to New Orleans. That guy. Him. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
He was good, man. He was good.
He was
man.
good. He was good. You're right.
Who you talking about?
I'm gonna look it up right now.
The guard, man, he was on the Spurs and he went to Atlanta. I know I just can't think of his damn name right now.
Yeah, I can't think of his name either. I'll find him. I'll find him, man. I'll find him. But yeah, let's go to the damn, man. I just lost the damn shit. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so we talk. So the Magic, we got the Heat at the Bulls. The number 10 seed.
I like the Bulls in that game.
Versus whoever loses, they out of here. Whoever loses this game, they going fishing for the summer.
The Bulls actually played well at the end of the year. I don't know the last week, but they actually played decent this last.
Yeah, I like the Bulls too.
Shout out to Josh Giddey got that. Josh Giddey got that R. Kelly case out the way. Now he getting to
it. Yeah, he's getting to it, man.
Good point.
Yeah, I like Chicago on that one. Miami looks.
I like Chicago to get that 8th seed overall, though. I really do. I think they can get that 8th seed over. They do every fucking year.
Yeah, they get it every year, but they actually been playing good. Every other year they limp in there. They just get in there just to get in there because they had DeRozan, they had Levine. You're just gonna get in there. I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna get the East is so weak. You're gonna get that 10. But this year they're actually playing like well. I mean, I know their record probably the same as last year, but they're playing better at the end of this last stretch. Like you said, Josh Giddy. You know what I'm saying? He's over there.
I mean, well, you can't sleep on Spoelstra. I mean, the coach effect.
I just don't think they have enough. They don't have enough. I mean,
I don't think they got enough either. But man,
They don't got. I mean, Harold. And you know what's so crazy? You got Bam, and you want to really get nerd basketball. That's not.
You got Bam. What you got? Bam and Hero. You got Bam and Hero.
Hero.
Chicago can match up with them.
They got that other guy that played for UCLA. I forgot that.
He been benched lately though. Hawkins ain't been playing.
Oh no, he hasn't been. Wow, man.
He scored 40 today though.
Yeah, that last game of the year.
Yeah, the last game when that didn't matter.
But
get
your little run. But last couple games,
Bam and Vooch that'd be a good battle. I think Bam's obviously a great defender, but Vooch is big, man. Bam's,
Jamie Jacquez Jr.
Kobe White's been balling stacks, kid from North Carolina.
Yeah,
he's been balling.
Chicago been playing.
Man, talking about Duncan far from grace. Duncan Robinson.
Oh yeah, he's washed. He's washed.
He hasn't been balling since the bubble because that's when he was getting busy.
Yeah, he's washed. He's washed.
Far from grace. When was he ever blessed?
In the bubble, he was killing him in the bubble. Why you think Miami made it to the final?
A couple goddamn shots, man. Hey, stop it. We ain't gonna do that.
Come on, man. You trying to tell me Duncan Robinson wasn't a topic at one point?
Fuck no.
He's a three-point shooter. He's a flamethrower, man.
Stacks. He stole some money though.
Yeah,
he stole some, man. They gave him some.
They gave that $95 million.
He was doing his thing for a little bit. He was doing his thing for a little. I'm just saying, it was a time where he was
down the list. We can run down the list of cats who got paid that shouldn't have gotten paid now.
I got you, man. I'm just saying there was a time when he was a guy. He was a guy at one point, and then it was a story where he just fell from grace because he was balling. He's young. You know, it's not like he's an old, he's an old guy. He's young.
That team made it to where they got to is all Jimmy Butler put the cape on, plain and simple, man. Yeah, that's all it was.
No doubt. But he made them all good though.
I could throw Doe in there, hit a couple fucking elbow jumpers here and there. You know what I'm saying? This Jimmy Butler was that good on the playoff runs that he was getting double and triple teams.
I think when you combine him with Strus, it was a problem because they were opening.
There you go. Now I'll give you Strus though, in that run. I'll give you Strus because
Strus and him when they were shooting. But overall, he wasn't.
I give you Strus. I give you
overall. It is what it is.
Yeah, Strus was getting to the cup.
Fast forward to now, he's their third option.
Yeah, Strus. I give you Strus. Strus played better against the Celtics than Duncan Robinson. I'll tell you that.
He's showing up there.
Oh yeah, he came through on the road. He was great on the road. I mean, that guy.
Robinson
made some big shots on the road.
I get it. I mean, he wasn't,
He was at some point. He was hurt.
No, you had to watch him on the three. I mean, basically, you had to watch him.
He was a shooter.
But that being said, I just don't think. I like Chicago in that game to beat them.
I like Chicago too, man.
I do too.
I like Chicago. So they would play Chicago. Chicago will play Cleveland. So Chicago will play Cleveland. If Atlanta wins, they would play the Heat. Right? No.
They get to 7, I believe, right?
Oh no, because no. Atlanta would play Boston. Orlando would play the Heat for the number.
Or Chicago.
No, Chicago. You're right. I'm sorry. Miami will be eliminated because I said that game they'll be gone. So Orlando will play Chicago. To play Cleveland. Yeah, Orlando. The winner between Orlando and Chicago will play Cleveland, and Atlanta would go to Boston.
Yeah.
So that'll be that matchup. So we pretty much got an idea of what may happen. It's gonna be a tough playoffs. Yeah, man. This year is gonna be tough, man. I mean, I like Detroit. That's like my favorite upset out of all. I like Detroit. I like the Clippers too. I don't see the Clippers as a big upset over Denver. Like we pretty much all agree. I
don't see them as an upset at all.
Exactly, but the seeding, according to the seeding, it'll be an upset because they number 6. They number 5 and Denver's number 4.
Nah, that
but that don't mean nothing. We gotta see who the favorite is in the series.
That 4-5 matchup can always go either way.
Yeah, it can always go either way. I agree. But so to me the biggest upset would be Detroit over the Knicks. Which is what I like. That's like my favorite upset right now that I see so far. Detroit over the Knicks. I think the top 2 seeds in both conferences they should get by whoever they play.
You think Houston will get by? What do you mean? You think Houston? What do you mean?
Houston would get by.
Oh, you just mean the first round?
Yeah, the first round.
Okay.
I'm talking about the first round.
No, my bad. I got you.
Just the first round match.
I'm thinking you saying Houston should get by the second, third. My bad.
No. Just the first round. I like Detroit over New York, and I'm saying the top 2 seeds.
Yeah. I got you.
They should get through the first round. Yeah. Although Houston could possibly match up.
They could be playing Golden State though, right?
They could be playing Golden State, but Houston, man. I would take Houston over Golden State.
I think I would too. I
take Udoka. That team.
I think that would go 7. What y'all think?
They're gonna show something.
I don't think it goes. I think Houston too deep. I think it go 5.
They deep. Houston
5?
Deep, man.
You just told me with Curry.
Houston got the guards to stay around with him.
Yes, he does. They got the guards to keep him like
stick around with him.
Curry don't got.
I like Houston. So
Curry don't got confidence to bail him out.
I think Curry could get him 2 games though.
Yeah. That's why I say 5. I say 5. I said give me 5.
We're gonna see
6.
you're gonna see Thompson not being there. You're gonna see Golden State and how they play out, the big difference in the playoffs as far as not having a shooter like Thompson on that team. Butler, playoff Butler, man, we can't count him out. He's definitely gonna make a big difference, man. But as far as Curry going off, this is gonna be one of the most challenging years for him without Thompson, being his other guy over there.
I agree with that because Buddy Hield is
keeping a lot of weight off him.
I agree with you on that because Buddy Hield is not it. They replaced Thompson with Buddy Hield, and he just is not it.
Started off well.
He's a hot and cold. He's a hot and cold guy. Like he's literally hot or cold.
And talk about defensive liability, man. He hurt them at the end of that game today.
He doesn't bring nothing else but scoring.
He hurt them at the end of that game today. I don't know if y'all watched the end of that game, but
he started off. The season started off well for him, and that was it. He started off.
Yeah, that was it.
First couple games.
I thought Draymond Green was gonna punch him in the face too.
Draymond, he picks his battles. He picks his battles. He know who he could do things with and who he can't do.
I still don't understand how. Don't get me wrong, he got the hard way. I'm not gonna go into this deeply, but I always is so amazed how he carries himself on the court. And I get it, he's won championships, he's been a defensive anchor for championship teams. I'm not taking that away from him, but the way he carries himself on the court and talks any type of way to the referees and never gets texts is unfathomable. Am I saying that word right? Because he
right.
does not.
Though I wouldn't have been able to say that word either, but you said it right. I would have fumbled that.
Hey, shout out UMass Beacon. You know what I'm saying? By October, I'll be able to say that word quick. But anyway,
I can't say that shit. I would have to say.
You know the thing is, it's just amazing, and I get it, man. He's been a tough player on a dynasty team, but this guy, man. Luka doesn't even get that. Tatum doesn't get that. Like, this guy can say whatever every play. He's running his mouth. Yeah. And he does not get texts. It's crazy, bro. Only time he gets texts is when he gets a flagrant one or a flagrant foul.
I'm telling you, he's one of the few guys that I would plot on him, man. I would run up on him, man. I'll put him in a chokehold real quick.
Oh, you have to.
And then I'll let him go, and then I'll back up. I'll do some sucker shit because that's what he does, man. And you got to catch him like that.
They were saying his game, I ain't gonna get into all that, but just Google Big U and Draymond Green. See what you get out of that.
Draymond knows who to pick on
out there in LA.
He knows who to pick on because everybody that he picked on, everybody he done things to, you notice how the other people how they react.
Yeah, he got fly one time in the game, and then I guess they went out later, and Tristan seen him in the club in the spot and slapped the shit out of him. Yep.
Yeah, he's. I mean, his. I don't know, man. Draymond, he's just a funny guy, man. You know, he knows who to pick on, man. You know, but look, I think Golden State they're gonna get through that matchup, and I think it's gonna be over for them. And I think there's gonna be. I mean, I felt like they've been on that downslide, but this is really gonna change a lot of things for that team, especially when they bow out in that first round because they're not. Then Houston's gonna take care of them guys, and I think after that, there's gonna be a lot of changes coming for Golden State. They're gonna have to do a lot of rearranging. You talking about a dynasty? This is the last dynasty, so
yeah,
they're gonna definitely go. They're going through that.
I cannot transition. Steve Kerr. I do not want to see his face. I don't want to see him around. I don't want to see. I don't want. You know what? I don't want to see them. I hope with all my heart that Houston takes them out.
Houston to take him out. Doka, he's. You talking about another guy, man? Don't be surprised. Look. Don't be surprised if Houston makes a run, man, because what Houston is doing is kind of similar with the Celtics
Yeah.
did that year with Udoka. You're talking about a team that didn't play well during the regular season, and in that second half, they turned it up. They got hot, and they really got
But
hot.
they were hot, then they got cold, then they got hot again. But yeah, I
No, but
understand.
when they went in that playoff run was something else. Udoka had with the Celtics. That was a hell of a playoff run they had that year. Let me tell you, the teams they gone through, the Phillies, the Milwaukee, that was a hell of a run that year, man. They beat teams that they had no business beating, but Udoka, had that team believing, and they came up short in the finals, but the team was peaking. So I think don't be surprised if he does the same thing with Houston. So watch out for that team, man. Watch how they play in the playoffs.
That year we made that run with Udoka. I thought we could have won that chip against Golden State.
Yeah, we definitely could have won that chip with Golden State.
I thought we beat.
I think game 4 was that. It was that game. That was the game.
I thought we went through the East. I thought we beat the teams we should have beat. I thought we would beat Milwaukee without Middleton. I definitely thought that.
I think. Well, you know what happened? I think we ran out of gas emotionally. That's what happened. We ran out of gas emotionally. I think that game 4 drained them a lot. They got that game 4 was so pivotal, was so key, and the way they lost that game, I think it drained them physically.
That's the Jason Tatum where you at series right there for me.
I agree. But
guys, he wouldn't have had this. So either way, it worked out for us.
Yeah, guys. Man, we pretty much covered everything, man, for this first round.
Shout out to JT, man. I hope we gonna have a good run in him. I think he primed for this. I think he wants.
Yeah,
this.
man, definitely. This he knows it. He knows it. He knows this is his time to have a Dwayne Wade type of series run.
I like
averaging 30.
Shout out to D Wade, man. D Wade is another underrated guy. Like people don't listen. He don't get his just due, even though he's a weirdo. But he just don't.
Yeah, that's probably that's the big reason why he's not. He's different. He's different, and the way they market him too. There's a lot of stuff going around him, and I think that's why he's not talked about a lot. But in 06 against that even that playoff run in 06, man, that dude was incredible. He was born. He was born in that 06 playoff run, man. This guy was getting busy, averaging 40. He was doing everything. He was an animal, and that's when D Wade became D Wade in that series. And I think JT could have that similar run this playoffs, where he's that leader, he's that scorer, and he's averaging high numbers. I think he could do that, and this is the time for him. They're gonna have to carry JB. Because JB, I felt carried them last year. I really believe JB was the story of that playoff run last year. I mean, from the game-winning basket against the Pacers and all the other games that he was doing.
I think I'm gonna go opposite story. I think it got to be the role players this year. I really do. I think Pritchard's the D
definitely.
Whites. I think definitely Pritchard's the D Whites, and I think it's gonna be some unsung guy off that bench, though. I don't know which one.
Hauser.
Listen, I ain't gonna front.
It's gonna be Hauser.
Though it could be Cornette. He could be. He's actually been playing. He's been playing all right lately. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about him.
Yeah, he's been playing all right. 2 months.
I think Hauser's gonna make some baskets that's gonna just have us like, yo, this is what we've been waiting for. I think Hauser. I think he found something, especially these last couple of games. He's feeling himself. He got that stroke, so I feel like I think I'm picking him to be that guy. Pritchard, I don't think he's gonna like do anything that we don't expect from him. I think Pritchard's gonna do his thing. He's been doing his thing pretty much throughout the season. He's gonna get busy. White's gonna get busy. But that guy, that underdog player, the surprise player, I think it's gonna be Hauser.
I'm telling you right now, the big, who got the most chip, who got the most to lose this series, your boy Porzingis. If JB don't play, if JB
Oh,
don't
yeah.
play, it's gonna be a lot of pressure on KP because he kind of let us down a little bit last year with them injuries. You know what I'm saying?
He did, but he came through. Look, game one, we're not winning without him. He made clutch baskets.
I ain't gonna front. I think we win without him. I just think he helped us win that game. I think the Celtics was so amped about tired of hearing about the best backcourt in NBA history. I just don't think they lose to Dallas. To be honest with you, we should have swept them. To be honest with you, they got
we should have swept them. I agree.
I think they wanted to come home. Let's win this shit back at the crib. Let's throw up some bullshit and win this back at the crib. But yeah, I just think KP got to stay healthy. He just, especially with JB being hobbled, he got to stay healthy. He just has to. And Drew too. I'm watching Drew. Drew
too, man. I think Drew knows that, you know, he's definitely gonna have to be Drew. You know, he's gonna have to be Drew. I feel like he needs to, you know, stick to what he does best, man. That defense, man. Play that good defense. Don't turn the ball over. You know, take good shots. Don't force it. Take good shots. You know, and drive to the basket, man. I like how he drives to the basket and draw those fouls and crucial times of the game when they maybe in the drought. You know, they need that guy to kind of slow down the run the other team's making. And I think he's that guy. He's that guy that can do that and slow it down a little bit. And yeah, we just need Drew to be Drew, man. Everybody knows that they're gonna have to take it up another notch. You know, this is the back-to-back championship run, and everybody's gonna have to take it up another notch.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, man, great show, fellas. Great show, man. We went over this playoffs picture. You know, the playing games are I think
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Yep, Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday.
Not championship or whatever. You know, Thursday is the set everything. Everything will be set by Thursday night.
Everything be right. So we'll have the playoff picture. We could dive more into it because we're gonna have all the official matchups, official plays. Yeah. So Thursday, we'll go over these matchups. We'll even go over some wagers. Some bets we could go to the window with, you know, series winners and game winners. You know, we're gonna have all kinds of stuff going on. But yeah, we want to thank everybody for coming through, all the viewers. Shout out to Mr. Beans, you know, from the road, came through. Shout out to Doe, Stacks. Another great show, man. And we'll be back Thursday.
Peace.
Later.
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through. But don't break.